Check, check, check. Check, check, check. The hell is this? Okay, I guess. Good morning, product of the streets. What's up? What's up? Welcome for the pre-market pump. Let's see what we got today. So it's the week before Christmas. I don't know how the markets are going to be. Tends to be around the holidays. It tends to be a little slower, but we still have another week. So the slow market may not come until later this week, and maybe next week, probably after Christmas, is going to be a little slow as well, I assume. We do have BMRA. This one, FDA clearance catalyst, which is okay. They have a product designed to detect the presence of a bacteria that infects approximately 35% of the United States. That's interesting. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. All right, so BMRA, this one, let's see the float. BMRA, 16 mil outstanding. Let's check out FinViz. It is curling over VWAP. BMRA, I'll pull this up just for reference. BMRA 15.59, so pretty decent. Pretty decently low float. I would say it's right in the ballpark. I wouldn't say it's crazy low, but it's definitely low enough to make a nice volatile move. The resistance on the daily chart. Let's check here. Where are we at? 156. So we definitely have resistance in this area. We did reject 180s many times. So let's put out a level here. On the larger time frames, I don't think 265 is a stretch. But put one there. Put one there. So really what I'm just looking at is just areas in the chart where it respects support and resistance. So here you can see rejected in this area once, rejected here, on a daily chart. You can also draw a line here, but chances are it's coming up to 4 is probably pretty low. I mean, I can even put a line here just because we had those two topping tails at 236. So definitely going to be resistance there. And then also where the candle closes is also could be a form of a resistance as well. So, down here and then up there. So I think that's a good start. What's up, Baja Express? How was everyone's weekend? The MRA is a very tight spread. So, that could be good on the one hand. You know, you're not going to be, you know, fighting just to get in on a decent price. You know, with the market order, you're going to be getting filled at a pretty good price because of the pretty much no spread. So 1 cent spread. This is kind of how CCC was trading. But on the other hand, the range, you know, because it's such a tight spread, the range of the stock will be less volatile. And it won't move as fast as something that has, let's say, a 5 cent spread. Because with a 5 cent spread, you can move for every order. You know, if someone's buying the ask, the bid's going to go from whatever, 5 cents up from there. And that's just how the market makers make the market. If there's a lot of competition with market makers for the best price, then the spread's going to get lower, smaller and smaller and smaller. It's good for us traders in one sense, because you do get less slippage, better fills. And if there's little competition from market makers on that particular stock, the spread tends to be wider. Also, with tighter spread stocks, since it's a little thicker, you can take bigger size, which is also good as well. Yeah, CCC was trading like, it was actually, like, I was reviewing that this whole weekend, all 4 days of how CCC was trading. And yeah, I was trading 1,000 shares at its peak, at my peak, and that was very underperforming actually. I mean, I really could have punched it for 2,000 or 3,000, just because it was actually kind of a low risk stock, just because of the spread and just because how it was moving. It wasn't like a super volatile, whippy stock. It was a very, I would say it was a very cleaner stock than what we usually see. But yeah, I haven't traded like something like that in a while. You can take a look at CCCC, see what it's at. Still hanging around 5, which is good. Which is good. Not sure if this week it's going to be in play. Really depends on volume. I know ICCT was moving after hours on Friday during my recap. This one didn't seem to go any higher after the recap. Still hanging around 250. Don't really see any news on it. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, see what Bitcoin's at. Back down to 40,000. I wonder if we're in a distribution range here. A lot of hype going in around Bitcoin right now. The market is just ripping though. This is a crazy rally. This is a crazy rally. The market is designed to go up. That's all I can say. Especially with you have inflation. You know, companies, value of companies keep going up, and market keeps going up. Asset prices keep going up. That's all I can say, I guess. PMRA, PBLA. Let's take a look at PBLA. Penny stock announces U.S. NDA non-disclosure agreement approval for N-fluornithine, which I guess is their drug or something like that, in pediatric neuroblastoma. I don't think that's that good, actually. It's just a non-disclosure agreement approval. So I don't really like that. BRSH, hitting back the scans. Oh, Jesus. All the way back down to lows. I don't like this one either. Get R. Get around. I don't like this one either. SGBX. This one announces master purchase agreement with Safe and Green Development Corporation for manufacturing projects initially valued in excess of $140 million. We had a huge algo spike from 50 to 80, all the way back down to 50 again. That's never good. That means the market did not, like the algos reacted to the news, but the market did not follow. The market just, after the algo spike, there was no support. What you want to see is like the algo spike and then market makers and other traders coming in and bidding it higher. That's when you know the market is taking the news very well. But when you see this, it's like pretty much now it's off my radar, and most traders are not going to be looking at this. So, it did have news, decent news, I would say, but I guess the market's not responding well to it, so I guess it doesn't really matter. CUEN, we've traded this one before, no news. SGD, I think we traded this one recently, right? Oh, SGD is Safe and Green Development, and then SGBX is Safe and Green Holdings. So I guess one is the development company, one's the holding company. I guess the best one that I see is BMRA. Has the most I would say, let's see, BMRA has the most volume. Well, ICCT has a lot of volume too, actually. Yeah, I would say ICCT and BMRA are going to be the ones that I like the best. ICCT is already trading 7.4 mil in volume, and it has let's see the float. ICCT has a float of 7 million, so already turned the float, which is good. So that's 7.5 million shares already traded in volume, and it's a $2.50 stock. So, pretty decent volume for that price, and it has a 7 million float, which means that traders are definitely focusing on this one as of right now. BMRA has, what we say, 15 million shares in float, and it's already trading close to 10 million shares in volume and a $1.50 stock. So, traders are also kind of focused on that. So that's good to see. But then the other thing is, like, the reason I say it matters because of the price of the stock is because look at BRSH has 6.3 million shares in volume. You may seem that that's a lot, but because the price is only 22 cents, 6.3 million shares is nothing. It should be 60 million shares, just because of how cheap the stock is. And you can even look at the chart, like even though it has 6.3 million shares already traded pre-market, since the penny stock, it really doesn't mean anything. And you know, look how just like barcode this is. Like, this is nothing. That's why it's important to kind of take into the account the relativity of the price of the stock in accordance with the volume. So lower price stocks are going to need a lot more volume, while higher price stocks are still in play, even though if it has a little bit slightly lower volume. Because it's really based off not only shares, but it's also based off moving the market cap. So dollar amount as well. I like CCCT right here. Let's see. I wonder if we're going to go back to the highs. Thanks for tuning in for the stream, guys. Let's hit that thumbs up button. If you're a new viewer, hit that subscribe button for me. Support the channel. Just crossed 600 subscribers the other day. That is crazy. My biggest ever YouTube channel ever. That's awesome. ICCT, we can break over this pivot. Here's a little pivot here at 259. So now we're up to 260. Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that. Jumped up to 264. Let's see a nice influx of volume here. Daily chart. We didn't even analyze the daily chart. Couple break-even trades there. Maybe a quick pullback. I don't know, might need to go higher before I can pull back actually. Not sure yet. Still aggressive. That's aggressive. That was aggressive. I was going for a quick break the new high there. It's just too high. It's got. I think it's not reacting like that right now. What was the high in volume in this candle? Is 197,000, which is pretty good. Ooh. Come on, push up. Yeah, because they're selling off. I did get a nice trade there. Decent trade there. Back like small size, but It was a nice from 64, 65 up to 67. So a nice, or 69. I gotta sell there at 69 as well. Only 200 shares. Just still trying to get a pulse on it, and then maybe I can jump it up. Check out the score here. ICCT pulling back a VWAP. Could be a decent dip here. Looks like it's finding some supporters. Maybe I'll 250. Oh. Come on. Come on. Just don't want to bounce, man. Okay, let's take some off. Scaling out. Scaling out. Looks like there were buyers at that area. I don't even know. This is like a shitty trade. Yeah, I was in 500 shares. I cut. I saw 50 getting chipped down. I just sold because I knew if we broke 50, we're coming down to 45. And yeah, I mean, I'm still holding 60 shares. Break at 60, I'll sell. Yeah, my first entry was 53 out of 53. Then I got in at 52 and out at 50. So that was like a $10 loss there. So I made that back. And then on that trade, and I'm still holding 63 shares. Okay, this is just... well, it's all in risk management. It's all in risk management. I saw 50 getting broken down. You know, I could have took a 5%, 10-cent loss there. And this thing, you know, is just taking forever. I mean, volume is like, it's okay, but it's definitely on the lower side. Any trades yet for you guys? For some reason I sweat like an animal when I trade. It's bad. Good morning, Peter. Good morning. Hopefully Peter can bring the momentum into the market today. Peter's gonna pump that market for us. There's this bounce. Okay, now we're getting the bounce. I don't hold that long. I do not hold. I would never hold from here. I mean, I rarely, you know, rarely. It's just too much. I just got burned a lot from just having just straight like in the market risk just from time. I seem to do better when I minimize that. So I think one of these are going to be make an okay move. At least shoot for the highs on ICCT or BMRA. I think we'll see something. I don't know which one it's going to be yet. ICCT is definitely, well, BMRA is 30 cents off the high. ICCT is 20 cents or 25 cents. So ICCT is a little closer. And the volume profile, I would say, I don't know, it's a close. They're both at 55%. It's a close call. Volume profile about the same. But BMRA is also cheaper. So ICCT is turning more dollar volume than BMRA. So we have a full week of trading this week. Is this what is this the last full week of the year? Because we have Christmas. So these days, right? These 2 days, well, I think this might be a half day and this may be off. I gotta look at the hours again. And then we got New Year's. So this is the last full week of the year. Let me pull up the hours. This is important to know. This is important to know. So 2023. Christmas Day. So Monday we're off. That's it. There's no half day. I could have sworn there was a half day last year or something like that, like a day off and then like a half day. But I guess we're just having one day off from the markets on Monday. And then let's see, for New Year's we're off on the 1st. So a lot of holidays, a lot of market holidays coming up. So it's literally, so we're off on Monday and we're off on the following Monday. So this is the last full week of the year. Next week is going to be a 4-day week. And it's going to be after Christmas and before New Year's, which is usually very, very slow because you have people, just going on vacation and, doing stuff with friends and family between Christmas and New Year's. So a lot of traders are probably not going to be super focused on the market. Big banks, probably a lot of people taking off. and then we come back after New Year's with the 4-day week. Yeah, I'm sure you know, once we get into January, but then we have another Monday off on the 15th, which is MLK Day. I don't mind actually taking off when the market is closed. What's tough is taking off when the market is open, because the FOMO, man, the FOMO. You're always thinking about what you miss, you know, what's the opportunity cost of taking off? You know, sometimes that opportunity cost can be very big. But you never know, you know, you could taking off, you know, could avoid a massive red day too. So, you know, you never really know, but I always struggle with mentally taking off when the market is still open. Just because, you know, I'm always thinking like, well, if I already assume, you know, I'm leaving a lot of money on the table, you know. But, you know, I guess you never really know. Could also be avoiding red days. So we got 13 minutes to the open. So far, I've only had 5 trading days this month. The red green. Wow. 5 days trading this month. Very slow. Yeah. I wouldn't say, I don't know. We had ADTX, we had CCCC. I forget what the other ones we had. IONM, right? That was like a pump and dump. That doesn't even count. That stock was a piece of shit. But yeah, I don't think, I guess we really didn't have much. Maybe earlier this month, I think, maybe. I forget what we had. I know on the tail end of November, we had a lot of good stuff. On the tail end of November. Oh, October was trash for me. September was consistent. For me, October was trash. You can take a look here at my... Been very picky lately. Yeah. Definitely pays to be picky right now, but we can take a look. I've been having a lot of red days actually this past like 6 months. Actually, all year I've just been having a crap ton of red days. Look at February. February this year was trash. All these red. I think I had more red days than green days. March was also a lot of red days. Started to clean up a little bit in April, May, June, July, August again, red days. September cleaned up. October, decent amount of red days. November, decent amount of red days. December already looking like was that 4 out of 11 days were red. December, although pretty small, these two are very small. But then I have some decent green days in here. Mostly over, all my green days over 100, which is good. Yeah, November, the tail end was okay. I had a $500 day there, $250 there at the tail end, $388 on the 7th. But I don't know, I guess I struggled a lot. I had a lot of small red days in November. What did we trade on this day? I had a $500 day there. RDHL? Oh, BDRX. That was it. Yeah, BDRX. Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully 2024 can really, pick up and get a little bit more consistent. I definitely, I'm working on my sizing, and I've definitely noticed, this month I'm getting more consistent, 3-digit days. I want even my small green day should just be should be over $100. Because I have a lot of days where the market was good, but I'm only green $50, and that's because I just keep my size so small, I guess. So working on that. Hopefully 2024 will be consistent, and we'll size up. We'll size up. ICCT is looking the best, I think. I like this, how it's breaking these pivots here for the open. Like that. Let's draw out these daily levels quick. Okay, so now I see we had this massive rip up to $42. We're looking for a bottom. This is a bottom bounce play. $200 EMA over to 200 EMA, which is good on the daily. So 200 EMA is at 144, so that's good. So that means we have some decent room. So potential upside resistance. You have $3. $3. 360. I'd say about 360. This area was support, and then it showed as resistance after it broke below with that topping tail. 451. I think we'll see 3 on this.
All right, I'm gonna get ready for the open. Thanks for tuning in for the stream. Hit that thumbs up button for me. If you're a new viewer, hit that subscribe button. And we'll catch you guys on the flip side for the post-day market recap. All right, hope you guys get green. Good luck. Stay disciplined. Today hasn't seemed too hot yet, so you know, patience definitely pays in this type of market. So be patient, wait for the A+ setup, wait for the winner, wait for the broken slot machine, and then take it from there. All right, so good luck. See you guys on the flip side.